Good evening. It is about 20 to 7 on Saturday night. Anybody watching? How you doing? How you been? Hope your work week was gentle. Mine was chaotic. Caught up on a little bit of sleep today. My lazy bones slept until about noon-ish. And it would have been longer, but my buddy called and woke me up. So, thanks, bud. So I got together with him this afternoon, and we had to fix, well, I had to fix, but I didn't really know how. The pipe for the exhaust pipe for my dryer came out. Like, it wouldn't stay in the hole in the wall, and it wouldn't stay in the hole in the dryer, and it was driving me crazy. And it's been like that for a good long while. And then in the course of talking to my buddy about it the other day, we realized I have a gas dryer. So all that CO2 is gathering in my basement. So we fixed that today. And while he was mucking around with that, my basement, let me tell you about my basement, okay? I don't use my basement for anything but laundry and storage. Okay, my deep freeze is down there. I go down there every now and again to grab the meats. I go down there when I need to decorate for Christmas, and I go down there when I need to do laundry. Other than that, I do not go down in the basement. So it was nasty. It had cobwebs everywhere and fucking dryer lint blowing around everywhere because the pipe wasn't in, and oh my god, it was just a mess. So while he was tinkering, I got my vacuum out and I sucked up all the cobwebbies and all the dryer lint, and I vacuumed little area rugs I have down there. Swept up a little bit. She looks much better. It needs more work, but it looks much better. It doesn't look as creepy. I used to spend a lot of time down in my basement. I had like a homemade workout room down there. I don't know, like 6 or 7 years ago. Because I was, for a good long while, very avid at working out. But I found it was at least 4 solid years of like 5, sometimes 6 days a week of working out. Plus I had a personal trainer for a couple of years. I wasn't seeing any difference in anything. I just got frustrated and said, fuck it, and haven't done a damn thing since. I don't think I've worked out at all in like 4 or 5 years. I did go out like 2 years ago. I found somebody online that was selling a Bowflex, and I do like resistance training. Resistance training is the shit. So I thought, oh, well, I'll get this Bowflex and put it down in my basement and start that up again. We'll see how it goes. I got it, as far as Bowflexes go, super, super cheap. Because I remember years ago, like before I had Monkey, Monkey's dad had bought a Bowflex and put it up in the basement. And he was down there all the time working on the thing. So I thought, cool, like it'll fit there. I've had a Bowflex in my basement before. This Bowflex must be taller because it don't fit in my basement. I got it home and I went to set it back up and I was like, mother. So it's down in my basement collecting dust, where it will until I can until one or both of my kids move out, and then I'll have a spare room and I'll put it upstairs. By which point I probably won't care to work out anymore. But whatever, I have a Bowflex. So yeah, I don't go down to my basement like I used to. I used to spend, like, because when I worked out for like a good hour, hour and a half. When I was going to the gym, it was almost 2 hours. But yeah, there was like 0 results. So in my opinion. So it was like, yeah, waste of time, waste of money, whatever. We are what we are. It's all good. But I got the basement tidied up, so it won't be as creepy looking down there. Yeah. And I mucked around on the Twitter for a little bit. And I have like a piece of pepper, like seasoning pepper, black pepper, stuck in my teeth. Oh, that is spicy. I can't get it out. It's like slowly melting and burning my face. No, I can't get it. Oh, spicy. Anyway, for dinner tonight, I had 2 of my HelloFresh boxes left. Because it came on Tuesday instead of Monday, because Monday was family day this week. And I didn't cook anything last night. Did I even have dinner last night? I think I just had like a plate of vegetables. I wasn't cooking. Yeah, I think I just had a plate of vegetables and some ranch for dipping. Slathered some peanut butter on some celery. And I think I had a couple of rice cakes with a shit ton of peanut butter. That was my dinner last night. But tonight, I cooked up one of my HelloFresh boxes, and this one was, I can't remember what they called it. Everything has fancy names, and I can never pronounce them, okay? Words are hard. But it was baked potatoes and portobello mushrooms, which I love. And you washed up the potatoes, and you pierced them all around, and then you rolled them in oil and salt and pepper. And you did them up in the microwave for, I don't know, like 8 minutes or something, turning them halfway through, which I forgot to do. So I had to turn them and put them in another 4 minutes, but whatever. And then you bake them for a little bit. And in between, you bake up your portobello mushrooms. Like there's a barbecue sauce that you make up with it. Roll the shrooms around in it, and you bake it all up in the oven. And then there's like a sour cream dip that you make. Excuse me, and a cheese sauce. And I am here to tell you and there was broccoli too. It's a very interesting way to, I guess, steam the broccoli. It was really good. It was perfect. And then you kind of throw it all together and put the cheese sauce on, and then you've got your sour cream to kind of dip or whatever. It was so friggin' good. I ate like one whole potato and half of the other potato before I gotta call it quits, or I'm gonna be too full. And I don't like to feel like that. So it was really good. It was really rich, but it was really good. And I put the final half away. I figure I'll probably do that I'll heat that up for lunch tomorrow. I asked Boo Boo if he wanted it. He was like, no. He's been ordering in since last night. I took him to Subway after work last night, and then he ordered in like brunch, I guess, and then he's ordered dinners. Whatever. As long as I get my rent, I don't care what he does with his money. It's not my problem. So I'll have the other half of that tomorrow for lunch, and then for dinner I'll make up my final box. And I can't remember what that is. I think it's some kind of rice dish, but it has been working out quite well so far, this HelloFresh thing. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's nice to actually have a happy tummy and proper food. Very, very nice. Rather than eating like side dishes. So, My next box will come on Monday. I went in and checked to see what it is they're sending me, because I let them pick. I don't care. As long as it's vegetarian, I really don't care. The spice thing I can cut back if they send me something spicy. I've gotten used to that. No problem. I like spice, but not like, burn your face off. That's all you can taste is spice. Like, I don't enjoy that. That's not a good time. I don't like it when my face melts off. Like, it's too much. And then there's the heartburn, and it's not a good time. But it's easy enough to cut back. It's fine. But I think there was kind of a stew dish in there, and of course a pasta. Their pastas are really, really good. I would like them to send me some sort of like open face sandwich deal. That would be lovely. I am not big on bread, but every now and again I do enjoy me a nice sandwich. And I can't be bothered to make them at home. Like, I can't be bothered to go out and buy the shit you need to make a nice like vegetarian type sandwich is a pain in the ass. Okay, it's expensive. Just saying. Plus there's all the buying and the line waiting and people. Don't enjoy the people. Socializing would be great if it weren't for the people. Oh, there's people out tobogganing. Nice. We had quite the ice storm on Thursday last week, and Thursday this week. And so I didn't end up going to work on Thursday. Thank God. Oh my Lord. I did not sleep a wink on Thursday night at all, or on Wednesday night. So I don't know, between 6:30 and 7 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, I texted my boss to find out if we were working or not, because we had discussed it on Wednesday. We knew it was coming. And she was like, no, me and the coworker will go. It's fine. Like the sliding door was frozen shut again. She's like, we're not jumping in and out of the back no more. Like, that was a one-time deal. Me and the coworker will go. Like, it's fine, right? And I was like, okay, I'm not going to argue. I'm going to bed. I hadn't been to bed yet. And then she texted me back. She's like, nah, fuck it. We're going to call it a day. Nobody's going nowhere. She goes, there's like, 6 inches of ice or whatever on my van. Like, she'd been trying to thaw that bitch out for 20 or 30 minutes. She's like, yeah, nah, we're going to call it a day. Everybody's driveway was going to be sheer ice. Nobody salts or shovels their driveways. Like, fuck. So, and it was like that Friday when we went to work, it was like nobody touched anything. It was so aggravating. Like, clear your goddamn driveway. At least throw some salt down for us. Like, come on now. We're carrying buckets and mops and brooms and vacuums and all this shit. And we have to deal with your icy fucking driveways and your walkways. Like, come on now, bud. That's ignorant. But whatever. We managed. It was fine. I was surprised both Thursday night and last night that I slept relatively well, because Thursday I slept until about 2:30. And I was in bed again by I never wanted to get up. I was so tired on Thursday. It was ridiculous. But I think I made it upstairs and into bed by about midnight Thursday night. And I pretty much slept through. And I felt relatively rested. I was amazed. That's been a good long while. And then last night, I was in bed probably by midnight. So I had my phone put away and everything by like 12:30, 12:45 at the latest. And I don't remember waking up at all through the night. And I feel like it was relatively restful, but I mean, like I said, my buddy called me around noon or 12:30, whatever it was. And that's the only reason why I got up. And of course, when stuff like that happens, I can't go back to sleep. It doesn't matter how tired I am, I'm up. And it was slow going when I got up. You know, it's hard to get motivated, but I had to, because the buddy was coming over to help me fix to help me. He fixed it. No credit for Jen. I did not fix it. He fixed it. So yeah. But I'm starting to run out of steam now, let me tell you. Woo. My buddy even had to break up. I shoveled my walkways and everything because I hadn't touched them since Thursday. Because I knew everything was going to ice over and just fucking whatever. So I figured, well, Saturday I'll get up and I'll, get the salt out of my shed and I'll salt everything down and it's fine, right? Well, it snowed again last night. So now the ice is under all the snow. And when I got up, Boo Boo he went to get a tattoo finished. I thought, well, I'll get everything salted for when he gets home because, don't need the kids falling. So I shoveled everything off. I just shoveled the snow off the ice. And I went to my shed to get the ice out while my shed was frozen shut. There was a layer of ice in front of my shed door thick enough that it prevented me from opening the door. I thought, great, now I've taken all the snow off the ice, and so, at least with the snow there was a little bit of grip, but there's nothing. So I went and got my phone real quick, and I called my buddy because he was going to grab coffee on his way over to my house this afternoon and say, can you just grab a handful of salt to bring over so that I can, melt what's in front of my shed so I can get my salt out, right? But he'd already left to go get coffee. In fact, I watched him drive by. I was like, oh, okay, click. Never mind. So when he came over, he grabbed a mallet and a metal thing that he had in the car and chipped the ice away enough so that we could open it up and get my salt out. So that's fine. I got all that done, so it's a little safer to walk around. My dryer's fixed. My belly's full. I've got a coffee. Life is good. Life is good. Yeah. That's my life the last few days. Oh my goodness. Get a little warm in here. Turn the heat down. Yeah, so I don't know. I gotta do some laundry tonight. Boo Boo and I had a communication malfunction this afternoon. When my buddy was done fixing the dryer, I yelled up to him because he had said to me earlier, when he got home, that he wanted to do laundry either today or tomorrow. And I said, well, I need to do it too. So I'll let you know when the dryer's fixed, and then, you can go start your laundry, right? So we finished, and I yelled up to him and said, the dryer's fixed, go ahead. He's like, okay. Well, then I got mucking around on Twitter, and then I got to cooking and cleaning up the kitchen and eating and whatever, and I just totally lost track of Boo Boo. But I couldn't recall seeing him come down or hearing him come down or anything. So I yelled up to him, and I was like, I asked him if he wanted the last part of the potato that I made. And he was like, no, I'm going to order dinner. And I said, okay, well, have you started your laundry? Because, oh no, I said, are there any dishes upstairs? Because I want to run the dishwasher. By the way, have you started your laundry yet? And he was like, no, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm like, motherfucker, I could be done my laundry right now. Ugh! It's like, boy, I didn't know. I don't know why I bother speaking. Whatever. So I'm gonna have to go home when I'm done here and start that. Oh, I don't know. Well, I think that's about it. That's all I got. That's all I got, yo. I think I'm gonna boot. We're at the 20-minute mark anyway. Oh, here comes some tobogganers. Yeah, I'm gonna boot. I'm gonna go and start my laundry and drink my coffee and see what kind of shenanigans I can get into on the Twitter. So, anybody watching, thank you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.